Electric motor.
Synthetic rigging.
Classic sailboat.
No electronics.
Crossing the Atlantic Ocean.
Going where the fair winds blow, our home is where the waters flow. We'll show you what we've come to know on board while sailing wisdom.
Greetings. We haven't seen any other people in 23 days. It looks like it's going to be many more days until we see people. There is no wind. And with no wind, we go nowhere. So yesterday we had a ton of wind in the morning and then it just vanished. And it's been gone all night and all morning. Those clouds up there, like we're coming into a cloud path, which hopefully has some wind. Yeah, when we had the chest high lifelines through the 20 some years. I'll be quiet.
Breakfast is served.
Man, I got a cleaning bug today. So I'm just doing my laundry. I got myself clean. I'm gonna change my sheets. Just gonna spruce everything up. We're getting there in a couple days, hopefully. So might as well get there fresh and clean. Good news, everyone. So we still don't have wind, so it's not great news, but it's good news because we are finally in the Guiana Current. So our course over ground is 235, 240, somewhere in that range. But our heading is 190 to 200, somewhere in that range. So that means that we are pointed this way, but we're actually going this way. So the boat's moving that way, not where the bow is pointing, just off to the starboard side. And that's because the Guiana Current runs north. So we're moving west very slowly and slightly, but we're being carried, well actually it's a northwest current. And we're being carried by the current up. So even though we're pointed pretty much dead south, we're being carried in the correct direction. We're about 100 miles from land, and that means that even at this really slow pace, we can get to the coast before the current takes us past Suriname. So Suriname's about 300 miles away. As we get further into this current, the current picks up speed. So out here, it's really, really light because we're at the bottom. When we get further up, it gets up to over 2 knots. Being how we don't have a diesel motor, we can't fight that current. So we had to plan to come in super far south. So we're down near 5 degrees north, even though Suriname's up by 6. Like, we're so far down. That way we can just ride that current up and come in nice and easy. Now this is a thing that we've done time and time and time again. When we came into the Azores, we came in from really north and rode the current in. When we went to Portugal from the Azores, we went all the way up almost to England and then down. That way we could come down with the current. Like everywhere we go, we always look at where the currents are and find the downwind, down current way to get there. So we literally go with the flow. Today is the day that I'm done with the sextant because we're now close to shore and the water starts getting shallow in this area, even like really way far out to sea. So you won't even see land, but you can still bump into the bottom. It's time to uncensor our position. All right, That's where we are. Okay, so it turns out we're at 4 degrees 40 minutes north, which is a bit farther south than I thought we were. And then 49 degrees and 32 minutes west, which is about where I thought we were. So yeah, we're getting pretty close. So switching over to Navionics now. Honestly, if you're looking at buying a chart plotter and all that, don't do it. Just get Navionics on your phone, and to have a backup, that way, you know, in case your phone falls overboard, have it on a second device, like an iPad or another phone, something. Just have 2 devices with Navionics, and you're good. You will not need chart plotters or any other expensive gizmos, but still have paper charts. It's important. So now our compass heading is 230 degrees, but we are heading 270. So we're heading due west now instead of southwest. We're gonna flank the coast at the 300-foot depth mark, contour line. When we get to the border of Suriname and French Guiana, we're then gonna cut into the 60-foot depth contour line. We're gonna follow that, and we get really close to the river, Suriname River. We're then gonna cut into the 30-foot depth. Now we're talking. So we're doing about 4.5 to 5 knots. Same sail, same everything, just slightly different heading and being pushed by the current. So 1.6 knots or 5 knots.
So we're on day 23 of our Atlantic crossing, and
We think it's 23.
I'm pretty sure it's 23. I haven't really been outside yet today except to eat breakfast because I was editing. On very calm days like this, I kind of tend to disappear into the cabin to edit our videos because it's a perfect excuse to get some work done. But I just couldn't stay inside. So we are moving swiftly, and it's just, the excitement is building so much because I really didn't do any research. I have no idea what to expect from Suriname, and so few other channels have been there that there are very few sailing videos out there about Suriname. And so I'm really extra excited to kind of add our Suriname input to the web, to YouTube, because I think it's going to be a place that more and more people are going to want to go to once they see it. But that's just conjecture, because we haven't been there. Just from the little bit that I've seen, it looks really cool. That being said, I totally understand why most people don't go there. This has not been an easy sail. And right now is the perfect example of that. We're using current almost completely. And you really need to know what you're doing. Herbie's been an amazing navigator throughout this entire trip. And thanks to him, we are exactly where we want to be for this approach. Since we only have an electric motor, we don't have a diesel, currents really affect us. So it's extra important for us to be aware of them and to situate ourselves in a way that we will not actually miss Suriname, miss the river. So things are looking really good the way they are, and I'm gonna read my book. B, listen to this.
Okay.
We meet at very short intervals, not having had time to acquire any new value for each other. Society is commonly too cheap.
Sounds like cruising. Meet someone quick?
No, it means like we see people so frequently that when we talk to them, we haven't like acquired any new value to add to their lives.
Got it. Not like cruising at all.
No.
The opposite of cruising.
Yeah. So he's saying like he's trying to get away from that.
Do I need a life jacket to go up on deck? It's not really going anywhere.
You always need a life jacket to go up on deck.
But man. I'm loving this. We're doing 7 knots and we're on a beam reach in, I mean, except for the little bit of swell, flat waters. And just full sail. We got our drifter and our full main, and we're just going. Excuse me.
Hang on. We're going like 8.5 knots. This is crazy. But we're gonna have to take down Dill soon. Woo! Because it's getting to be a bit much, and we definitely don't want to take down Dill in the dark. All right, I'm ready for you to drop Dill. Okay. I'm letting it go. Yeah. And that is how you take down a drifter in high winds. It was a really good day. We had a fantastic day of sailing. I made a whole video. It started out with scrambled eggs.
Started out like super calm, which
and
was
then
also super chill.
Yeah, and then we got this wind, and oh my gosh, and we're going the right direction. Everything's been really positive and good today. And to end a fantastic day, Herbie made chili, and he's really good at making chili.
There's something special and different about this water too.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, this is crazy. The ocean is green.
And it got hooked up on some of the hardware for the staysail. You have a bit of a tear in it.
Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. Can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.